All right, while we're still waiting for people to join us, we are going to go ahead and get started here. So welcome. My name is Lindsay, and I'm the program manager for the Pont Freedom Foundation. Joining me here today is Christy, senior consultant for PMG Consulting, who is a partner of the foundation, and Christy's going to help moderate the chat today. So please feel free to ask questions, interrupt me, raise your hand. This is an open webinar, so feel free to be as interactive as you'd like. If you prefer to stay off camera, no worries, you are not on camera right now. You should be able to see Christy and I, and then I'll do a presentation of the screen as well. So I see the chat kind of moving along. Feel free to introduce yourself to the other participants. Go ahead and introduce yourself and your business so that everyone knows who you are. And then, like I said, at any point in time, if anyone has any questions, please feel free to go ahead. I am going to go ahead and start sharing the screen here. Okay, can everyone see the presentation? Good to go. All right, great. So my name is Lindsay. Again, I'm the program manager for the Pont Freedom Foundation. And again, for anyone who has just joined us, Christy here from PMG Consulting, a partner of the foundation, and she's going to help moderate the chat. So please feel free to introduce yourself. Thank you for your interest in applying for the E3 grant. The reason we're here today is to give you more information about E3 so you can decide if it's right for you, to explain how this process should work, should you decide to join the ecosystem. If at any point in time you are wanting to engage, I think there's several people here that I saw already involved in E3, whether as a member or a cohort member. Feel free to raise your hand, put in the chat, or you can feel free to jump in and do some speaking. All right. So I think I just skipped a slide. Hold on. There we go. Agenda, what we're going to be discussing and covering today. What is E3, what we are going to be doing here, how to apply, membership and the next steps. And again, if you've already been in this process before and you have some comments or questions, feel free to chime in. We're going to go over the application process in detail, exactly what kind of information we're asking for, and I'm going to give some dates and some deadlines. We're going to go over the membership and the benefits and the next steps from there. So starting right out, we're going to discuss what exactly E3 is. For those of you that don't know, if you're selected to join the E3 2023 cohort through this application process, what does that mean? So you're going to be gaining membership to an ecosystem of over 70 entrepreneurs. And we start specifically with assessing your business so that we know where it is that you stand. From there, we generate a report that details exactly step-by-step a roadmap of where to go, where to proceed. And we list it out in order of what's first, what's second, what you should be focusing on. A lot of times with entrepreneurs, I hear you say that you're not sure what to do next, and you kind of tend to gravitate towards things that you know best and that you're most passionate about and you're most familiar with and comfortable with. We're here to get all those things done, whether you're comfortable with them or not. So we work with entrepreneurs through various industries to help them assess opportunities to scale their business operations. We want to help you grow your business by discovering what you as an individual and as a business need to do next. A lot of times, I also hear from entrepreneurs that this can be a lonely road, and for sure, you're setting it out into a path of the unknown, armed only with your great passion for your business. And we don't want you to feel like that. We want you to feel like you always have someone in your corner who's there to help and navigate. A lot of times, I've heard again that you don't feel alone or unafraid anymore, and we definitely want to make you feel warm and welcome here. We help entrepreneurs navigate through challenges within their landscape by providing guided decision-making, leadership coaching, as well as any other technical assistance, business resources, all within working in your timeline and your schedule. I want to make it clear that this is personalized. It's your business and everyone is going to be different. We work with your schedule. Most notably, and I think one of the greatest benefits of E3 is the connections that you make. We connect entrepreneurs with other entrepreneurs, people going through the same thing that you are, but also funding partners, collaborative partnerships, new client relationships, champions, mentors. So speaking of champions and mentors, I want to tell you about that for a moment. We offer a variety of business leaders who are interested in mentoring developing leaders like you. And it could be someone from your industry who specializes in the exact same thing that you are, and maybe they've been there and done that. But it could be someone also who is outside of your industry, and maybe they focus on marketing and they have great marketing skills. And you in fact need marketing. So that would be someone that we would help connect you with. Anyone who you can bounce ideas off of sometimes is great to have. So we have a list of one-on-one experts that are excited and prepared to support you. PMG Consulting is one of them, Christy there, and we have over 35 other service providers who we vetted. They've gone through a process with us, signed NDAs, so they're ready to work with you. Any kind of resource navigation support, that's me. You get me in your corner as an extra team member to help guide you and connect you where you need to go. The customized high skills development and the high level resources, those are all things that I can help connect you with as well as our service providers. And important to note, our partners who are listed on the first page, PMG, IA Business Advisors, LaunchPoint Labs, and Barclays and Discover Bank, all great, awesome partners that we have. Are there any questions at this point? I've kind of given a mouthful. Okay, just have some avid listeners here. So this is just hear it from the E3 members. This is Kristen Isaac. She's an E3 member as well as a service provider, founder and CEO of Project Solved. For anyone who knows Kristen, you know, she's very engaging. She is there to help you, but she's also, you know, an E3 member herself, building her business. And she just, you know, gave this great quote to us that says, you know, she's, you know, here, and this E3 membership has really helped her journey. You know, she felt like it was a little stuck before, and now it's kind of been smooth sailing since then. So anyone who knows Kristen, tell her hi. So I'm going to take you through the E3 application. If there's any other, I see questions popped up.
Yeah, Michael Pugh. So the focus is on business owners, not for individuals that are just looking for professional development and networking.
The focus here is on someone who has a business, an entrepreneur themselves. But I want to note that it's for businesses who are conceptual. If you have a great idea for a business that has not yet launched, or you've been in business for 10 years and you just don't know what the next steps are, either one of those. If you'd like to join for networking, I'm not going to dissuade you. We certainly welcome you, but a lot of the tools that we have, the resources available, are specifically for business owners. Does that answer your question?
He says, thank you.
You're very welcome. So please interrupt, you know, feel free to jump in, chime in if you have any other questions or thoughts about this. Again, utilize the chat function, and that'll help you with any specific questions from other people as well. I want to make sure that I leave enough time for us to jump into the application itself. So that being said, the E3 application is very intuitive, and it's the sort of application process that you can stop, think about it, come back later. So there's a save continue function. I'm going to show you how to go ahead and review the questions ahead of time so that you know how to do that. You come in prepared. I want to just note here the application cycles, and we'll talk about them again later. The first one coming up is going to be the Sussex County application cycle, and that begins on Monday at 9 a.m. And Sussex County businesses, that's for anyone who has an address in Sussex County for their business specifically. Later in the summer, we're going to have Newcastle. That'll be in mid-June. So anyone who's located, their business is located in Newcastle County, we'll definitely let you know when that application cycle opens. We'll have dates up here. And then Kent is going to be in August. So for any businesses located in Kent. But again, we'll walk you through this now, and this is being recorded so you can go back and look later. So I'm just going to exit here my full screen so I can show you guys this portion here. When you're in here and you use that QR code, it's going to take you to this screen. So if you want to go back, whoever didn't take a picture of that, you can go ahead and take a picture of that. Use your phone. Again, this will be located on our website for your viewing purposes. This is what the initial portal looks like. So it'll ask you to log in. If you ever used this portal before, you're going to have to make a new email address, password, new account, specifically for the Pont Freedom Foundation. So that's going to look like this. Just create a new account. And it's going to take you to a screen that looks like this. And I've kind of pre-filled it so that you can see. And what it is it's going to ask you for your business, whether you have a tax ID number yet, you can enter NA. There's a telephone number, basic information. When you fill that out, please note that it's not going to let you proceed unless you put in the portions that have an asterisk. It's going to take you to the next screen. That's going to give a little bit of the user information. So how are we going to contact you? That's going to be your email address, again, your business address. Next, this portion is going to be if you are the business owner. You don't have to be the business owner. You could be filling this out on someone else's behalf. That's fine. Just make sure you're putting in their information. And that'll be the additional owner. So if you are a co-owner or a co-founder, then you can put in more information there. So that's it for this section. That's kind of going to be your profile. It's going to take you through needing a password. And are there any questions about that initial process?
No, Rochelle wanted to go back to the QR code.
Oh yeah, okay, no problem.
And then, hold on, we have a question. Oh, same thing.
Okay, there it is. Everyone got it? Okay. And again, this will all be live. All right. So after you've created that profile and you have a password and you can log in now, you can log in again later, it's going to take you to a screen that is going to look like this. And it's going to ask you to apply. So it's going to be your username, and you'll be able to click something that is not that. Hold on for one moment. Technical difficulty here. Okay, there we go. All right, so there's going to be your dashboard, and that's what it's going to start out. And then you're going to have this button down here that you'll see, click apply. So say you do this right now, you do this today, great, you're on top of it. You can go in and click apply, and it's gonna let you view this. You're not gonna be able to submit yet. So what I recommend doing is maybe copying this into a Word document and starting to look at it, starting to think about the questions. But it does let you preview these questions. So again, it's going to allow you to preview it. You're going to be able to hit apply. You're not actually going to be able to submit and apply until Monday. You can only view it at this point. Is there another question?
It still did not register for me, the QR code.
Okay, well, right after this, this webinar is over, you're going to get an automatic email that's going to have all of those links in it. So you'll be able to go back. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and click preview so that you guys can take a look at this application process. So these are all the questions that we're going to ask. And just so that it's kind of more clear for you, I was going to go ahead and categorize them this way. So we're gonna ask for business information. We're gonna ask for organizational structure. We're gonna talk about social, environmental, and workforce. And we're gonna ask for demographic information, which is really helpful for us when we report back to our funders. So in no way is anyone excluded from this. The information is just for our purposes. So I'm gonna start with the business information. I'm gonna open that tab back up again. So first, we're going to ask you to tell us a little bit about your business. And when I ask you to do that, I notice that there is 750 characters. So I'm talking like an elevator pitch. Give me highlights of your business and what that is about. Next, do you have a business license? And again, these questions, they're going to help categorize so that we know how to help you. Please answer as truthfully as possible. It's okay if you don't have a business license. That just means that you're not at that stage yet, but we want to get you there. So what areas do you serve? The structure of your business. And again, look at the portions that are asterisk, and that'll tell you what you have to answer before you can move on. Do you have a business plan? When was your plan written? Do you have a market analysis? And then we're going to ask you some revenue questions. And that's going to help us assess, okay, are you a multi-million-dollar business? We know how to help you differently than if you were a business that made $12 in revenue last year. So this is just to help us assess where you are and how to connect you best. So please answer as truthfully as possible. Any questions about that portion specifically?
No.
It's the same thing with the grant funding explanation. Just because you've received grant funding doesn't mean that you're not going to get any from this. That's not the point. We just want to know what landscape partners you've already been connected with and how we can help you connect them if you haven't been. And again, with loans, that's okay if you have a loan, you're growing your business. So I want to stop here for a moment and talk about entrepreneurial stage. We ask you to self-identify where you think you are within your journey. Again, we're equipped to help you at any stage, but we kind of need to get a broad picture of where it is that you are now. Conceptual means that you have a concept. You have this great idea. You have not launched it yet. You don't really have any revenue. Maybe it's $12. Don't have a business plan or market analysis. That's fine. As you move into emerging and stable, you'll see that the only differences there are that maybe you do have a business plan, but you don't have any revenue and you don't have a market analysis. So kind of think about those three elements there to help you self-identify. You'll see again, stable is, all right, I've got two of these elements. I've got a business plan. It looks great. I have a market analysis. It looks great. I don't have any revenue yet. So that would maybe put you in that category. If at any time during your time filling out this application, you get stuck on a question, feel free to email me. And I'll have all my contact information at the end, as well as Christy's. She can put hers in the chat as well. At any point in time, definitely stop, call, email. I'm having trouble with this question. I don't quite understand it. That's what we're here for. Any questions about the entrepreneurial stage and self-identifying? I think some people kind of get hung up on that sometimes, and I don't want it to be, don't be afraid of that question. And then we just start to ask, what are your challenges? What are you having trouble with right now? What keeps you up at night? If there's things here that we didn't put, we can answer other there. And we ask you this question here about expectations. If you're expecting to, have $12 million in revenue at the end of your 3-month time as an E3 member, I'd like to be aware of those kind of expectations. So let us know what it is that we hope that you help to get help with, and we'd be happy to assess that further. So I'm going to open up the other sections here. Organizational structure. What does this mean? We're going to ask you how your business is established. So do you have employees yet? What about you? Introduce yourself. Why did you start this business? Again, note the 750 character level. What's going to happen specifically after you apply? This is going to go to all of our council members who are going to rate and kind of vet the businesses, and they're going to have to read all these. So just so that you're aware, when you're putting that in, elevator pitch is best. Going into your leadership structure, your board of directors, do you have one? What kind of financial support do you have? Do you have an accountant? Same with legal support. Sometimes we see some familiar names and faces here, and that's great. We know not to connect you there. You already have that great connection. If you don't have one, then we know who to connect you with. So again, any additional existing relationships, any partnerships, just let us know. Any questions about that portion? Okay. Social, environmental, and workforce impact. So again, this is just so that we're going to understand where you are. And
Lindsay,
yeah,
I'm going to stop. We do have one question.
okay.
Does E3 have equity in my startup?
No, it's all yours.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So this is short and sweet. Define your impact. We give you space to go ahead and tell us how, whether it's happening now or if it's something that is going to happen in the future. And then last, we ask for that demographic information. And that's going to be just the usual there. So that's kind of like a high level overview of the application process. Again, note where the asterisks are and where the things there that you have to go through. If you're, again, stuck, having trouble with it, please reach out, let us know. And we can definitely help you with that. Again, utilize the portion where you can come back, do a little bit now, do a little bit later. There's that QR code again for anyone who missed it earlier. But again, we're going to have all this information ready for you after the call is over, as well as on our website. So moving along, if there's any kind of language that you got held up on, you're like, I don't know what a market analysis is, I don't understand what this means, QR code again, you can just scan this and it'll take you to a common language dictionary, which is a list of common verbiage that we use throughout the EP process. And don't feel embarrassed. You can reach out at any time and ask these questions as well. So I'll give you a moment if you need to scan that QR code. So membership, say that you can't wait until Monday and you're super excited and you want to join right now. Well, this is why we've created this membership pathway into E3. More specifically, what if you missed this deadline? So, the application cycle for Sussex County is going to be open for 2 weeks. You're really busy, you just didn't get around to it, that's no problem. You can still join E3 membership. E3 membership benefits include leadership coaching guide from IA Business Advisors, one of our landscape partners here, business and corporation coaching and resources that are provided by CSC. We have one-on-one support, marketing support from Launchpoint Labs. We have strategic coaching sessions facilitated by PMG Consulting, and that's Christy there, and as well as Peggy. Invitations. So we talked about before, a lot of the appeal of E3 is that we really focus on your connections. We really focus on connecting you to the resources that are going to help you best, or potentially more clients, or potentially if you need help in marketing, we can get you to a service provider list of marketing experts who can help you. So a lot of these great connections, they take place at our events. We have lunch and learns, we have CEO series, one of which is going to be tomorrow. If you have not yet registered, please do so for the CEO series tomorrow at CSC Station. That'll be featuring Matt Parks of Discover Banks. And if you go to our website and click on events, you can register for that. But these great events are awesome ways to connect with other peers, other potential mentors. And it's a great way to help you kind of get an eye on what's happening in the landscape. So there's some great member mixers coming up in the spring, as well as the P2Font Freedom Award. That'll be in September. So tickets are included in membership. So again, any questions about membership, reach out to me, reach out to Christy, and more information is located on our website. Any questions specifically about membership?
No questions.
All right. So next steps. Again, here are the dates to submit your application. For Sussex County specifically, we open that on April 24th, which is Monday at 9 a.m. We're going to give you 2 weeks. During that time, you can, chip away at the application if you want to jump in and come back to it, or if you think you can sit it down and get it done, that's fine too. You have until May 8th at 11:59 p.m. So if you're hitting submit at 11:58, fine, no problem. If for any reason you missed the deadline and it just came and went, you forgot, if you could email me immediately, I may be able to help you with that. But again, we do get your applications over to our regional council, and they'll be reviewed, which is your next step here. You'll see the dates for Newcastle County, and there are the dates for Kent County. I recommend just, maybe putting it in your calendar, revisit the E3 website at that date, or become a member, and you'll get these newsletters every month and reminders. So again, the application that you submitted is going to be reviewed. So we're going to hide a lot of your personal information. So they're not going to be, the council members won't see that. They'll just see about your business. After that, we're going to have notification and feedback. You'll receive word back on the status by May 19th. And then kind of save the date. If you are in Sussex County and you are going to apply, then just pencil in May 25th at 4 p.m. at this point at the Sussex County Health Coalition, and we'll get you an address on that as well. It's in Georgetown. Kind of pencil that date in so that you know if you are in fact accepted into the 2023 cohort, this is going to be the date and the time for the kickoff date. So you will certainly know beforehand. Any questions about the next steps or about when you should be submitting your application? So again, what I showed you in the application portal today, that's going to be available for you to view. You can go in and look at what we just went through. You're not going to be able to hit submit until April 24th at 9 a.m. But it's great if you want to take a look at it over the weekend.
Lindsay, there's no questions. Oh, wait, there is one. Hold on. Just live in Kent County, but want to serve the whole state. Will the regional council evaluations be what is best only for Kent County?
Oh, so this is this is for businesses located within each county. So you can certainly, if your business is meaning your business address is located in one of these counties, but you serve globally outside of Delaware, nationally, that's perfect. That's information that we're definitely going to see in your application. This is just so that we can specify who the businesses are that are applying within Sussex County. If you do business outside of Sussex County, that's great. But we're just accepting applications now for the business addresses that are located within these counties. Is that more clear? Okay. Sorry if that was a little confusing. We want you to do international business. But this is if your business address is located in one of these counties. There's the windows that you can apply. Okay, this is the part where you're asking any additional burning questions. My email address is located here. You can email me the burning questions if you don't want to give them to me live. All this information is located also on the E3 page at www.PeteDuPontFreedomFoundation.org. If you click on events on that homepage, you'll see all of our upcoming events that, again, if you're a member, you'll receive invitations to, where you don't have to pay an entry fee to get into those events.
I don't see any questions. I did put the link to the website, the generic website, and also to the events page in the chat.
Great. So thank you so much for your time today. Really appreciate it, these 30 minutes that you gave to kind of talk about this process. And again, any questions, we're happy to help you. We hope that you all apply and stay safe. Have a great day.